You go here, and you go here. Ooh, they can't see your face. Can't forget the heating pad. 100 degrees, just like you like it, Rigby. And now, we're ready to film. South Park is known to roast.
You can't drop me! I'm Jennifer Lopez!
Make fun of.
Do your worst! You still won't get your ticket money back!
And annihilate anyone that appears on their show. And now they're making fun of Ozempic, the people who are taking it, and the queen of body positivity, Lizzo.
So now everybody want to be a skinny bitch with a fat ass. But what about being a fat ass bitch with a clock that tea?
And she even responded, which not many celebrities do respond to their little cameos of South Park.
Guys, my worst fear has been actualized. I've been referenced in a South Park episode.
Many of her fans, when they saw that, started canceling South Park, vowing to never watch it again, and that South Park needs to do better. Apparently, South Park took it too far for many of Lizzo's fans. And many of you, yeah, you, right there, your cute little face that I missed so much, said that, Michelle, you just have to watch the Lizzo South Park roast. And I am very excited to watch it. So let's take a trip down to the little small town of South Park and watch South Park Ozempic special. And then we're gonna travel on down to the land of TikTok and see what Lizzo said about it. This video is sponsored by me, or well, maybe you. I just want y'all to subscribe, that's all I want. Oh, and then to leave me a comment saying, Wumbo. Oh, one more thing. Started up my movie channel again. I know it's been a long time. Let's just think of this as season 2. Do you remember the movie Double Team from the Disney original from our childhood? Jesus. Anyway, it's linked below, and thank you so much for all of your support. We are gathered here today to eat popcorn and watch South Park make fun of the controversial weight loss drug that has taken over Hollywood, Ozempic.
Hot topic everyone in Hollywood still seems to be talking about is Ozempic.
Yeah, I'm going down to South Park.
Many obese people, or maybe just larger celebrities who have struggled to lose weight through the time that we've seen them on, in the media, all of these years have suddenly just started dropping weight very quickly and said it's just determination. They finally found it. They found it on these walks that they keep taking. They're hiking now. They're cutting out the wine.
I've got to do this on my own because if I take the drug, that's the easy way out.
But many are getting busted for taking Ozempic.
The superstar admitting she uses a weight loss medication as part of her health routine.
So now, whenever people see celebrities, or really just anyone losing weight that's on social media, they whisper, is it Ozempic? She's probably on Ozempic. And South Park is making fun of all of it. The episode starts out with the town's fat kid, Cartman, and Butthole. We all know that he's a jerk. And he's at the doctor's office, and his doctor is very concerned with his health.
Mrs. Cartman, I'm extremely worried about your son's health. His blood pressure, his cholesterol. I think it's time for some drastic measures to bring down his weight.
Cartman's mother goes on and says she has tried everything to make him lose weight, dieting, exercising. Nothing works. Nothing helps him lose weight. There's absolutely no hope. He's just destined to be fat.
Doctor, we tried to have Eric eat right and exercise, but it just doesn't seem to work for him.
But lucky Cartman, there's a new drug called Ozempic.
Young man, how would you like to not be fat anymore?
So the doctor sells it as this miracle drug that is sent down from the heavens, and it's helping many fat people who could never lose weight no matter how much they try. And the pounds are just falling off without doing anything extra. Like pesky exercise or reducing their calories, which we all know that you do have to reduce your calories even on Ozempic. It just helps you get to that point. And so Cartman thinks, this is it. I'm finally going to be thin. And then he realizes that if he's not fat anymore, no one would have any comebacks. He's just so smart and charismatic that when he's being mean to other people, if he's not fat, they can't say anything.
Hey, Wendy, you want to know something?
What?
You're a dumb bitch.
Oh yeah, Cartman? Well, you're a...
He will be able to say whatever he wants to his arch nemesis, Kyle.
Religion is bullshit. Oh, yeah? Well, you're a...
Life's gonna be great, but there's one problem.
It's about $1,200 a month.
And Cartman is absolutely pissed that he doesn't have enough money, or his mom doesn't have enough money to get him the drug that he needs so that he can be mean to everybody. But then he gets very real and expresses to the doctor that his life would just change if he could just give him this drug. He's just gotta help him in some way.
I've been fat my whole life. I hate how I look. Please, there has to be something you can do.
Well, the doctor does have something, well, shall I say, someone, that has helped many obese, mostly women, accept themselves the way they are and not change anything about themselves and help them pretend that they like themselves.
I'm gonna write you a prescription for Lizzo.
Lizzo?
She's a really good singer who talks about body positivity and just being happy with the way you look.
So then the doctor prescribes Cartman Lizzo 5 times a day, nothing less, but you can do it a lot more, and that will help him accept the fat.
Have you paid attention to yourself today? Have you shown yourself some love today?
And love the fat.
I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
And embracing the fat.
Of your body.
So that he can turn into a dancing, belly-rubbing, confident little boy.
Oh, and I'm afraid you'll have to be on Lizzo for the rest of your life.
No! Lizzo, no!
So back on Integrity Farms, if you've been out of the South Park series for a while, Stan's dad, Randy, runs a type farm, and he really likes that and other types of certain substances. Anyway, Shelly, the older sister of Stan, is wearing a crop top to school, and Daddy Randy Marsh don't like that.
Whoa, where are you going?
Oh, and if you're wondering, Yoshi's downstairs. She did not want to come upstairs because she saw me break out the outfits, and she said absolutely not, and farted in my direction and went back to sleep. Anyway, back to business, especially the people who just clicked on this video and have no idea who the hell I am, who they are, and who Yoshi is. But now you do. So the mom tells Randy it's not really that big of a deal. Our kids are good kids, and this is just what teenagers, you know, are wearing in 2024. It's not that big of a deal. Everyone's wearing it, it's fine.
I don't care if it's the fashion. I don't want my innocent little daughter going to school dressed like a
Stop! I am not trying to get demonetized, South Park. We must please the YouTube gods and censor literally everything, which makes it interesting during the editing process. So South Park episodes are a lot because of the use of language, and we must be good little innocent peoples.
Go ahead!
Thank you, Shelly, for saying H-E double hockey stick. So she goes to school anyway in her crop top, and Sharon ends up going to go get coffee and runs into a mom, and they get into a conversation about all the other suburban moms who are showing off their midsection all the time because they have lost weight and they're working out. And of course, taking Ozempic. And mid-conversation, one of the other suburban moms walk up with their stomach out.
Kinda cold out, isn't it, Linda?
Oh no, I'm not cold. Not with all the running I'm doing lately to work on my core.
So can I just be real with you? Just between you and me. No one else. Shh, I'm getting vulnerable. I was watching this and I was like, God damn it. I always wear crop tops. Like, I literally think I'm always in a crop top when I go out, or a sports bra. And now when I was watching this, I have this mental thought that this is how I actually talk in real life. For example, I think I'm a normal speaker. I'm able to converse with people. And I've met many of you guys when I'm walking around town doing things. But in my head now, this is probably what I really sound like.
Hey ladies, boy it sure is chilly out this morning, huh? Yeah, I sure hope summer comes soon.
Anyway, new fear that I have now. Anyway, once Sharon and the other lady leaves, the Ozempic moms reveal they haven't been running or doing yoga or hiking at all. They're on that good stuff.
I'm not taking any drugs. I'm just hiking and lifting weights.
Oh, Linda, you don't have to be shy with us. I'm using Ozempic and Laura's using Manjaro.
And apparently they throw parties. First, there were those wine parties, right? Wine Wednesdays, then Botox parties. Now there's Ozempic parties where all the exclusive moms get together and wear crop tops, shoot up Ozempic, and laugh at all the other fat moms. Well, that day at school, Randy shows up at school in a crop top to make a point to Shelly that she looks just like him. Stupid.
Yeah, right here. It's Dad. I'm here to pick you up.
But so are the Ozempic moms, and they notice that Randy is wearing the crop top. How can you miss it? And think that he must be partaking in Ozempic as well. I mean, he's wearing the crop top.
You're into the drugs?
Do people think that I'm on Ozempic if I wear crop tops? Is this a thing? So she ends up inviting Randy to the party for good stuff. And Randy thinks that she means actual drugs, but Randy doesn't know that. He's just excited that he found a group of like-minded, hot MILF women to hang out with and do certain substances. So while he's happy that he's part of the girly group, the boys see Cartman crying on the playground and actually feel bad for him.
What's wrong with you? I'm just fat. And I'm always gonna be fat.
So they take pity on Cartman and say there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to get this medication, especially if you need it, and insurance should be able to cover it.
Well, did you talk to the insurance company? Did you file a claim? Let's go down there and talk to them.
And they say, you know what, we're gonna go with you to the insurance building itself so that you can get approval for the Ozempic that you clearly need because you're fat. So then the boys at a nice young age, at I think they're like 8 or something, get to experience the wonderful world of insurance.
Oh, hello there! Looking to get some insurance?
Only to find that insurance doesn't do much and they are full of poop, especially when you want them to pay for something. So they send the boys to the room where they can get the insurance to pay for the medication.
Oh, you want money from us? Right through that door over there.
Yup, just one sad, overworked little man losing his hair from all the stress that really has no power to do anything except send you to multiple doctors. You get tired of it and just end up dying. And that's exactly what happened. Oh, but no one died.
We're gonna navigate the American healthcare system. It's there for you and me.
Just fill out these forms.
So they go to hospital to hospital to hospital to hospital. They keep getting tests, etc. And then they get the approval and
We need you to get a second opinion from a doctor who's in network.
you know, that sounds about right. South Park's very dramatic, but that is actually spot on. Randy arrives at the party, and before he got there, he told them, hey, he has the hookup, ladies, to get them a lot of that good stuff, and they are so excited that he's there with the goods.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to the club, Randy. Which drugs are you on?
Oh, I'm on whatever. I brought a little appetizer for everybody.
So he eventually finds out that they're not talking about his type of good stuff, they're talking about that other good stuff, Ozempic. And so they all start just shooting it up in their stomachs, and he decides, it's a little too much for me. You know, I shoot up other stuff. This is weird. And he's standing there like a fool.
Something wrong, Randy?
No, I'm not scared.
Well, go ahead, Randy.
Randy!
And then he gives in to peer pressure and he just ends up doing it, and by golly, it's the best stuff he's ever had. So he goes home, he passes out, wakes up, and has to tell Tally that there's this new substance out there and it's amazing. It doesn't make you feel like crap or anything, it gives you this effect, but then you feel amazing after.
Really?
Yeah, last night I was partying with 9 hot MILFs. And this morning I woke up and guess what? I don't feel like total
So Randy is still having a really great time. He's feeling great. He's going to these ragers with these women, but for some reason, some effects are happening. He's not hungry anymore.
You're done? You want to just skip to dessert? I made your favorite pie.
Ooh, pie? Yeah, maybe later.
I wonder why. Is it the Ozempic? Yes, but he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that what Ozempic does. He just thinks it's like another drug thing.
This like changes everything.
But the wife does know what it does, and she thinks that he's taking Ozempic like everybody else.
What? Sharon, I am not doing drugs.
And now Sharon feels extremely bad about herself. She goes to the mirror and thinks, well, maybe I should get the Ozempic because I kind of have a pudgy stomach and I'm eating more than my husband now. So Jesus, I need to do something. The boys, they're still struggling to get Cartman that miracle drug, and Kyle is especially pissed off about the healthcare system, which is interesting. Kyle's like the one that Cartman bullies the most ruthlessly, and Kyle is the one that's doing the most to get him what he needs to lose weight.
They just purposely make it difficult for people to pay for what they need. The insurance companies, the hospitals, and the drug companies, they're making obesity drugs more expensive in America than anywhere else in the world.
And so he decides that we're going to make the drug ourselves to help Cartman not be fat anymore. And they do. And it works, kind of. Through the episode, you'll see Cartman start to lose weight, but he starts losing weight by like a pound a week, which is normal weight loss. And then he's also eating less, like he won't finish his Kentucky Fried Chicken cereal bomb.
There's 2 chicken thighs in there. So? Do you know the last time I couldn't finish a cereal bomb? I think these drugs totally work!
So since the boys know that it's helping Cartman, they say that we can help everyone, and they start distributing the makeshift drug all around to help the little people and the less wealthy people to get drugs so that the world can stop being fat, so everyone can lose weight. But little do these boys know is that some companies are pissed off about these miracle drugs, like the cereal companies.
Drugs are moving in on our turf, and we'll all be in trouble soon. Trix Rabbit, Tony La Tigre.
All the classics are there. Sunny, Captain Crunch, Twinkie, the frog guy that I can't remember but hated his cereal. And they think only rich people are taking it, so, you know, who really cares?
Only losing all the rich people. We'll be fine as long as lower income people keep taking Lizzo.
Lizzo, yeah. Lizzo.
Until the boys post to TikTok and they find out that 4 young boys in a small town named South Park are selling these weight loss miracle drugs for cheap.
We are now taking orders for our affordable obesity drugs, available to everyone.
A war is now breaking out. Not only are these cereal companies going to try and take out these little boys, the moms of South Park can't get their Ozempic because they don't have approval anymore.
Randy, thank God, we have a big problem. There's no more drugs.
But they're pretty much making fun of the people that take it away from the diabetic people and take it for like 25 pounds when they could just probably just go work out, eat a little bit less, and get the same body that they have without all these weird effects. But the suburban moms don't want to do that. They will do anything to keep their new bodies except work out.
Oh, come on, Mrs. Tucker, Mrs. Neely, how many times do I have to tell you these drugs aren't meant for people like you?
So now everything's going to poop. The boys couldn't get the ingredients to make their makeshift Ozempic. Cartman's already going to quit because he feels the first shot of Ozempic is wearing off.
The drugs are wearing off, Kyle. I didn't get my second dose. I just want to make an Oppenheimer and forget the whole thing.
The cereal companies are taking out any big companies that are selling or distributing Ozempic or any other weight loss drug to make sure no one gets the drug and everyone continues to take Lizzo. Unlike Randy, Sharon decides to not give in to peer pressure, not take Ozempic, but instead her doctor prescribes her Lizzo.
I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
And unfortunately, Lizzo also has some side effects like diarrhea of the ear.
It's okay, you're just experiencing some side effects from your medication.
Like I said, the Ozempic moms of South Park will do anything to keep their body, like robbing their son's small business.
What's up? This is a holdup. Nobody move and nobody gets hurt. Hand over the obesity drugs.
And also trying to hijack an Ozempic truck.
Get them, girls.
The same Ozempic truck that the boys are waiting for to get the ingredients that they need to make their Ozempic, and Randy is with them, and it is way too much for Randy, and he just leaves them with the Ozempic, and they're pissed.
You're bad people!
Eventually, the boys find the truck and they open the door and they see Stan's dad just laying there, bloody, battered, and beat up from the suburban Ozempic moms.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm in deep, Stan.
And look at that, the Ozempic moms are not too far behind and they want that truck.
Give us the drugs.
The cereal companies are also after the truck. But eventually, everything gets taken care of. The truck gets home safely. They finally have the ingredients. All they have to do is open the truck and they find...
Belongs to us.
That's right, that sad little man, with little scraggly hairs upon his head. So anyway, in the end, Randy cuts ties with the Ozempic moms and stops taking Ozempic.
I think these are bad drugs.
Sharon decides to stop taking Lizzo and just like her body on her own. If she wants to change it, she'll just start working out. And Kyle says, you know what? We aren't going to talk about or make fun of people's bodies anymore.
I used to think fat people just needed more willpower, but now I see what it's like to have willpower not be enough.
And baby, body positivity is what Cartman actually wanted all along.
You're dipshit ginger! You got freckles and your religion is a goddamn lie! Shut up, Cartman! You, oh my god, yes!
So everything worked out for him. Not really the cereal company guys. They're all dead. Now, I personally didn't think that South Park annihilated Lizzo. She didn't even appear in it. They didn't even draw her. Remember when they made Snooki like a gremlin or something? This was like easy. They were nice to her, actually. A lot of you guys who told me and messaged me and said that they annihilated her, a wee bit dramatic, just in my opinion. But I have to say, her fan base that was going crazy in her comment section saying, I'll never watch South Park again, which means that they've been watching it up until now. So that means this is what did it for you. But all the other jokes were okay, but then prescribing Lizzo to people to accept their obesity is where you draw the line. Because that's literally what Lizzo does.
Carrying all of my emotions. Thank you for making me happy. Thank you for being my other brain. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
But okay. Anyway, let's get to Lizzo's reaction.
Guys, my worst fear has been actualized. I've been referenced in a South Park episode.
In the beginning of Lizzo's video, she says that she's going to blind react to it. But it's pretty much just her sitting there for about 2 minutes saying absolutely nothing, but with her hand over her mouth. No commentary, really.
Jaro, I've controlled all my cravings to be thinner with Lizzo.
It's Lizzo.
But then, the moment that they showed her album, they didn't even show her, they didn't draw her in a certain way, it's just her album. She loses it.
What the f***ing album?
Out your ears. Are you living with concerns of obesity?
Ask about the power of not giving a With Lizzo.
She ends her video by saying, I don't care. I've shown everybody how to not care about anything and what people think of them. And these men in Colorado making a video of me saying that I don't care and telling people not to care is just, I'm that and I can show you how to not care either, like me.
I really showed the world how to love yourself and not give a f to the point where these men in Colorado know who the f I am and put it on their cartoon that's been around for 25 years. I'm really that and I'll show y'all how to not give a f and I'm gonna keep on showing you how to not give a f.
Pretend that my head is Lizzo. This is the point. Just going over Lizzo's head and like through the wall. South Park's episodes are very dramatic, out of this world and not realistic, but in a lot of them, they do have quite a sense of truth to them. And the truth here is that she's just telling people to mask their insecurities through dancing, rubbing their belly, singing about loving your obesity in hopes that you trick yourself that you find yourself attractive and that you like the way that you look. And then use trendy words like body positivity. But in reality, people just start through their ears.
Experiencing some side effects with your Lizzo?
Yes.
Now, I personally like Lizzo's music, and I like listening to it, but I would definitely be pooping out of my ears if I truly didn't like my body and I just had to keep listening to her and looking at her TikToks to try and trick myself into liking myself, when I could just change it the way that I want to change it and then move on. Or I'd just be crying like Lizzo usually is on TikTok. Anyway, that was the South Park episode. So I know people are going to say, oh, you don't like Ozempic. You think people who take it are lazy? You don't like Lizzo? Let me clear that up for you. I don't like Ozempic for myself because it's a shot and I have a phobia of shots. So, I never said people who take Ozempic are lazy. South Park did. I also don't dislike or love Lizzo. She's another weird celebrity that supposedly had her dancers do odd things with bananas. That's in another lawsuit that I'm waiting to see what happens with that. Take Ozempic if you want. I have absolutely no feelings about it. I hope I cleared that up for anyone wondering. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my movie channel so that we can continue to make fun of stuff that I see on TV. I will see you guys next time. You know what time it is. Turn your butt cheeks around and let me kiss those butt cheeks. Even you, Lizzo, came in. Oh God, it's swallowing me! Woo! That was a lot of cheat. Bye.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex on. Neighborhood all in your